You've been lied to. Not by some shady conspiracy, but by your textbooks, your teachers, even your favorite movies. Today, we're tearing apart 5 popular history myths that people still believe, and trust me, one of them will leave you going, wait, what? So grab your thinking helmet, without horns, please, and let's get myth busting. 1. People thought the earth was flat. Let's kick things off with an old classic. Columbus was a rebel genius sailing into the unknown because everyone thought he'd fall off the edge of the world. Yeah, no. By the late 1400s, most educated Europeans knew the earth was round. Like, very round. The ancient Greeks had already figured it out 1,700 years earlier. One guy, Eratosthenes, even estimated Earth's circumference using shadows and sticks, and he was weirdly close. Columbus wasn't risking falling into a cosmic abyss. He just underestimated how big the Earth actually was, and accidentally bumped into the Americas. Oops. So no, he didn't prove the Earth is round. He proved you can mess up your math and still get your own holiday. 2. Napoleon was super short. We've all heard the jokes. Napoleon complex. Short king energy. But here's the twist, Napoleon wasn't short. He stood about 5'6" or 7, which was average for a French dude in the 1800s. So what happened? Well, the British. They measured height differently, and when they translated it, it made him seem tiny. Also, British propaganda loves making him look like an angry toddler with a crown. In truth, Napoleon wasn't short, he just stood next to really tall bodyguards. So basically, optical illusion plus haters equals a 200-year-long roast. 3. Vikings wore horned helmets. Ah yes, the iconic Viking, huge beard, big axe, and horns sticking out of his helmet like he's auditioning for a fantasy rave. Yeah, that's pure fiction. There is zero evidence actual Vikings ever wore horned helmets into battle. That whole look came from 19th century opera productions, especially Wagner's. Some costume designer thought, you know what screams Norse mythology? Cow horns. And boom, history was ruined forever. Real Viking helmets were metal, practical, and definitely not cosplay. Because when you're raiding coastal villages, the last thing you need is a bullhorn stabbing you in the face mid-battle. 4. Nero played the fiddle while Rome burned. This one's spicy. The year, 64 AD. Rome is in flames. And Emperor Nero? Legend says he just sat there, playing the fiddle like it was open mic night at the Colosseum. But here's the thing, the fiddle didn't even exist yet. That's like saying he dropped fire beats on GarageBand. Just, no. Also, according to several sources, Nero wasn't even in Rome when the fire started. He actually rushed back and organized relief efforts. He opened up his palaces to shelter the homeless. Doesn't sound like a guy playing violin solos over the apocalypse, does it? But later historians, especially ones who really didn't like Nero, painted him as a villain for drama. And clearly, it worked. He got cancelled before it was trendy. 5. The Great Wall of China is visible from space. This one is like history's version of Bigfoot. Did you know you can see the Great Wall of China from space? Spoiler, you can't. Not with the naked eye, at least. Even astronauts have said it. The wall blends in too well with the environment. It's long, yes. Impressive, absolutely. But from space? So are highways, and airport runways. And probably that one time your uncle BBQ'd too much and lit half the backyard. Sure, with perfect lighting and zoom lenses, the wall can sometimes be seen. But if you're picturing it standing out like a neon sign on Earth's surface? Sorry, myth busted. History is full of twists, turns, and total nonsense. But the truth? It's often way more interesting than the myth. So which one of these surprised you the most? Was it the not-so-short Napoleon? The fiddle that didn't exist? Or the Vikings who weren't into cosplay? Drop a comment below, hit that like button if your brain feels slightly betrayed, and subscribe for more mind-blowing truth bombs from the past. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and always question the helmet horns.